If you have a 9 to 5 and you want to make some extra money on the side, but you don't have a pile of money to invest and you don't have a ton of free time either, then listen up because this one is for you. And here's why I'm so excited about it today. I'm over 50. I use Claude, the AI, and I use it just about every day. Not because I'm some tech genius, it's kind of the opposite. I use it because it's just that simple. And if I can do it, you can do it as well. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Dave Bay. I've been building and running small businesses for the last 38 years. And the reason I'm making this video is simple. I want to show you real side hustle opportunities that everyday people can actually do. Real services that small business owners like me would actually pay for. Because if you learned how to do some of the things I'm about to show you, there are businesses all over your town that could use your help. So in this video, I'm going to break down a few side hustles that are practical, realistic, and actually useful to small businesses. I'm going to show you 7 realistic ways to make money on the side using Claude, plus 7 bonus ideas after that. These are not get-rich-quick schemes. Every single one solves a real problem that real people pay real money for right now. And because I actually own businesses, I'm going to show you the exact stuff I'd happily pay for to have somebody do it for me, which means that there's an owner out there who will pay you to do the very same thing. Let's get right into it. Let's start with one almost anybody can do tonight: fixing people's resumes. Here's what you'd actually be doing. Someone sends you their old resume or even just a rough list of their work history, and you use Claude to rewrite it. And it rewrites it into something that's sharp and professional. You clean it up, you send it back to them, and you get paid. So the reason why I put this one here is because I get a lot of resumes from people that want to work with me. Now, the problem is I look at their resumes and the resumes are just not convincing enough. And because a lot of people have a hard time selling themselves, their resumes are kind of flat. And it's hard for me to find talent. And more importantly, most companies run resumes through software before a human even sees them, and good people get thrown out just because their resume wasn't written the right way. So they will gladly pay to fix that. There's a paycheck on the line for them. They want the job. They want to get paid. And this is not some tiny thing. People spend somewhere around $2.5 billion a year on resume help. And watch how easy this is. You paste their old resume and you type something like this. Here's my work history. Rewrite it into 5 strong, results-focused resume bullet points that will get past applicant tracking software. I was a shift manager at a grocery store for 3 years. And here's what it came back with. And just like that, that's a professional resume. The next one is writing blog posts and website content for local businesses. So what you'd actually be doing here is pretty simple. A local business pays you to write the posts on their blog and the pages also on their website. And you use Claude to make that writing really, really good. Now, the reason I put this one on the list is because this one is just really useful. And I'll use myself as an example. For a little context, I have a golf course up in Kentucky. I want my website and my blog to be really good so that people, when they land on it, they stick around and they actually want to come out and play. But as the owner, I just don't have the time to sit and do all that. My focus is on other things: running the place, taking care of the members, growing the business. So honestly, I'd just rather pay someone to handle the writing for me. And that's true for just about every business that's in your area. In fact, I would say 84% of companies pay someone else to handle their content. They don't want to write it themselves. Take a look. Let me show you what this looks like using my own golf course. This is my golf course's website. I'll grab a couple of real details here. 18 holes tucked in the hills of Butler, Kentucky, with fast greens, and I type, write a short, inviting blog post entitled, Why Fall is the Best Time to Play Pendleton Hills. It's an 18-hole course in Butler, Kentucky, with rolling hills and fast greens. End with a gentle nudge to book a tee time. And here's what it came back with. That's copy a real business would actually use. You do that for a few businesses a month, and it adds up without ever leaving your day job. The next one is writing review replies for local businesses. What you do here is simple. You write the responses to a business's Google and Yelp reviews for them. Same idea as the last one, so I'll keep it quick. Me, I really don't want to sit there replying to every single review, especially, the cranky ones, but those replies matter because the next customer reads them before they decide to come in. I'd happily hand that off to someone who will do it really well with Claude. Let's take a look. Let me show you with my golf course again. Here are the actual reviews. Say a guest leaves one like this. Great people, service was A1, food was fantastic. I would post a picture, but I ate it before the review. So you copy that in, and then you type, write a warm, professional reply to this golf course review. Thank them, address the wait politely, and invite them to come back. And here's what it came back with. That's a reply that wins the next customer over. Real quick, before the next one, if you're sitting there and you're thinking, okay, Dave, where do I actually start? I put together a free business kickstart guide, the no fluff roadmap, and it's completely free. Links in the description. So go grab it and let's keep going. The next one is being an inbox and admin assistant for busy business owners. Here's the actual work. An owner gives you access to their inbox and you keep it under control for them. You read the long email chains and sum them up. You draft the replies. You handle the little scheduling and the admin tasks. Claude does the heavy lifting. You just steer it. And the reason they pay for this is simple. Owners are drowning in email, and every minute spent on that is a minute that they're not making any money. It's a real big problem too. People spend close to $20 billion a year on virtual assistant help. And the fastest growing type of assistant right now, it's the one who knows to use the AI tools. That's the exact wave you'll be riding. Here's the magic. Your client forwards you a long, messy email chain. You paste it in and you type, summarize this email into 3 bullet points. Then write a polite reply that confirms the meeting for this Thursday. And here's what it came back with: clean, fast, and ready to send. You handle a couple of clients' inboxes a few hours a week, and it fits right around your own job. The next one is writing social media captions and a monthly content calendar. What you'd be doing is putting together a full month of social media posts for a business, the captions, the little promos, all mapped out on a calendar so they know what's going on and when. You build this whole thing in Claude in one sitting. Local businesses know they're supposed to post, but they never have time to sit and think up what to say. So you sell them the whole month in one shot, an easy thing to charge a flat monthly fee for. And the money is there. Managing social media is roughly a $30 billion market. Watch this. I type, give me 8 Instagram captions for a local coffee shop, mix it up, a few fun ones, a couple promoting fall latte, and let's give each one a hook and a few hashtags. Boom. Here's what it came back with. A month's worth of posts built in minutes. That's a service that you can run start to finish on a weekend. The next one's ghostwriting email newsletters. The job is straightforward. A business has an email list, and once a week you write the newsletter that goes out to that email list. A quick, friendly email that keeps them in front of their customers. You write it, they send it, and you do it again the next week. So you're talking about people like coaches and realtors and local shops. They all know that they should be emailing the people that they have on their list weekly, but they dread writing it. So they hand it to you. And here again, this is recurring money, which is the best kind of money that's out there. Writing copy like this is around a $27 billion industry. So there's plenty of room for you. So here's how fast it is. Write a short, friendly newsletter for a real estate agent. Include one quick home buying tip and end it by inviting readers to reach out. Keep it warm, not salesy. And here's what it came back with. That's a newsletter that people actually open. Land 3 or 4 of these clients on a monthly plan, and that's a real chunk of side income for every single month ahead of you. The next one, and this is the last of the main 7, is writing cold email outreach sequences for businesses. Here's what you do. A business wants more customers, so you write a series of emails and you send them out to land them, a short sequence designed to get a reply and book a call. You write it with Claude, you hand it over, and they put it to work. And this one pays well for one simple reason. You're not just writing words, you're writing the words that go out to bring their new customers in. When something directly makes a business money, they don't blink at paying for it. They'll happily pay you. So here's what I type. Write a 3 email cold outreach sequence from a web designer reaching out to local dentists. Keep them friendly and short and focused on getting a quick reply. Space them a few days apart. And here's what it came back with. That's a sequence that goes to work for them. And that's the 7, but stick around because honestly, one of these bonus ideas might be the best fit of all. So here are 7 more bonus side hustles. And I'm giving these the exact same treatment because any one of these could be your winner. The first bonus, writing standard operating procedures. Basically, it's the here's how we do it instructions that businesses hand to their new employees. What you do is take the way an owner does something and you turn it into a clean, written, step-by-step guide that their team can follow. They talk you through it, you run it through Claude, and you hand back a tidy little document for them to use. When an owner is hiring or training people, they need this stuff written down and they hate doing it themselves. Trust me, I hate doing these things. So you're solving a real headache for a small business that's trying to grow. And almost all of them are missing these. So here we go. Your client talks you through how you do something. So you paste in the rough notes and then you type. Turn these messy notes into a clean, step-by-step, standard operating procedure for training a new front desk employee at a dental office. And here's what it came back with. That's a training doc that's done. Clean, professional, and done in minutes for a business that genuinely needs it, and they will pay you to have that one checked off their list. Next bonus, turning podcasts and YouTube videos into show notes and social posts. Here's the work. A creator hands you the recording and you turn one episode into all the written stuff around it. The show notes, the few title ideas, and a batch of social posts. You feed the transcript into Claude and it packages it all up. Creators read the content, but doing all the afterward work is tedious and they'll happily pay to skip that. And there are more creators out there than ever, so you'll never run short on clients. So here we go. You paste in the transcript and you type, from this transcript, write show notes, 5 title options, 3 short posts that I can share on social media. And here's what it came back with. 1 recording turned into full content package. Wow. Next bonus, making study guides, quizzes, and flashcards for students. What you do is take a student's notes or textbook chapter and you turn it into an easy to study materials list, a clean summary, a practice quiz, a set of flashcards. Claude builds it, you tidy it up, and then you hand it right over. Students, parents, and even busy tutors will pay for materials that make studying easier. And demand for this spikes around exam season every single year like clockwork. You can bank on it. So you take a chapter or a set of notes, you paste it in, and you type, turn these notes into a 1-page study summary plus 10-question practice quiz with the answers at the bottom. And here's what it came back with, ready to study right out of the box. And it's a feel-good little business. You're literally helping people pass. Easy to feel good about charging for that. Next bonus, building course and workshop outlines for coaches and experts. The job is to take someone's expertise and lay it out as a clear course structure. The module, the lessons, the order it all should go in. You build the skeleton with Claude and you hand them the plan that they actually teach from. Tons of people want to sell online courses, but they get completely stuck staring at a blank page trying to put them together. You hand them a structure to build from, and trust me, that blank page problem is worth real money to them. You type, outline a 5-module beginner course on dog training, For each module, give me a title and 3 lessons. And there you go. That's what it came back with. The blank page is gone. Now they've got a course that they can build. You're not teaching the course, you're just giving them the map. That's easy weekend work for a nice fee. Next bonus, helping with grant and proposal writing for nonprofits and small businesses. Here's what you do. When an organization is applying for funding or bidding on a contract, you write the wordy parts of that application for them, the sections that explain who they are and why they deserve to get the work. You draft it with Claude, they refine it, and they send it in. Here's the thing, this one's a little bit more high-end because the payoff for your client is huge. We're talking about real funding or a real contract that's on the line, and that makes them very happy to pay more for help getting it right. You paste the requirements and the client's info, and then you type, draft the statement of need section for the grant application. The nonprofit runs an after-school reading program for low income. And here's what it came back with. That's the kind of writing that wins funding. You'll have fewer clients than the other ideas, but each one of them is worth a whole lot more. Next bonus, translating and localizing content for businesses that want to reach new customers. And what you're going to be doing here is taking a business's existing stuff like their menu, their listings, their ads, and turning it into another language that actually sounds natural, not stiff, not robotic, and Claude does the translating. You check it over and you hand it back. Plenty of businesses want to reach people who speak another language, but doing it well takes time that they just don't have. And content in more than one language is one of the fastest growing slices of the whole writing world. So you take their English text, you paste it in, and then you type, translate this restaurant menu into a natural, friendly, speaking Spanish menu. Not stiff, not robotic. And here's what it came back with, natural, fluent, and ready to use. If you know a second language well enough to double check the work, this one is wide open for you. Last bonus, writing FAQ pages and a simple support chat script for businesses' websites. The work here is to write out the answers to all the questions a business gets asked over and over, either as a frequently asked questions page on their site or as the script their little chat boxes use. You build the whole set with Claude and you hand it over to them ready to paste it in. Every business gets the same handful of questions all day long, and a good FAQ saves them from answering each one by hand all day long. It's a quick, clear win that you can sell to just about any small business in town. Let's take a look. You type, write 12 frequently asked questions with friendly answers for house cleaning business. Cover pricing and booking and what's included. And here's what it came back with, and their inbox just got a whole lot quieter. Simple, useful, and something almost every business owner will say yes to. So there you have it, 7 realistic side hustles plus 7 bonuses, and every single one of them runs on the same thing, solving real problems with a little help from Claude. Here's what I want you to walk away with. You don't need money, you don't need a fancy background, and you don't need to quit your job. You just need to pick one, solve one person's problem, and get paid. That is how every business I've ever built started, small. And in 38 years, this is honestly one of the easiest on-ramps that I have ever seen. If you're serious about turning one of these into real income and you'd like my help picking the right one and landing your first few clients, I do a free strategy call, owner to owner. No pressure, the link's below, and the spots are limited because I do them myself. If this gave you an idea, do me a favor and hit the like button. It helps more people who feel stuck find this video. And tell me in the comments, which one of these are you going to start? I read them all. See you in the next one.